a little more, but he's just going to work him to the inside, eat up the space, slow down, and then explode out of the cut.
They come after him. DJ Reed, he's an off technique and a good route at the top. You see how it looked like he was going to accelerate, gets DJ Reed turned around thinking he's going to go deep. So he gets off the ball. Now he's past Derek Stingley, but he's trying to get to the outside. So somehow he's got to get Stingley.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the score, taunting by the offense, number 10. New York has elected to enforce that.
You're going to see him get up on the corner and hang a left-hand turn. But watch McCaffrey. He's going to try and lull these guys to sleep and then slip back inside. He showed the flat route. They had a swing route to the outside also.
With plus 20 yards, but what do you do to create explosives? You go do something that the coach can't coach you to do.
Walker.
Wow. Hey, what is this, 2015? It's kind of what we talked about. Just hang on him a little bit. He gets Kendrick inside, flattens it off with the throw, Joe Burrow. Looks like he drags both feet and pins down.
Going against the rookie and Trey Hawkins. Watch the post pattern, hard inside, sell it, and then try and hit the brakes and go back the other way. Artman.
The end of the play on the far side of the field. And Mark Andrews does a nice job just spinning back out.
Illegal contact.
Feel the entire crowd take a deep breath, right? There's been some first downs. T. Higgins is getting the ball.
A nice first half. Well, it's Michael Davis out there on 3rd and long, and how soft he's thinking that you're going to complete it. He's going to drive.
I think that was just improv by Devontae Adams and Jimmy Garoppolo. Watch, he just sits down, little spin out move to the outside. He sees Garoppolo shuffling to the outside.
And then he comes out. There's the choice route I talked about. He can go either way, sets the defender up, comes back inside. And
Higgins is outstanding against Tyson Campbell. He totally gets him turned around. And that's what they've been missing, not having.
Here's Cooper, and there's Surtain. One-on-one, and DTR threw this fadeaway.
Levis and the DeAndre Hopkins. Watch the double move there. Richie Grant just bites on that double move. You can't do that.
This was double coverage. He had support from the safety. They were going to bracket him, and he ran right past both of them.
This out. Look at Ford, but look at the eyes right here by Alshire. He thinks he's going to jump the slant. Excellent use of your matchup.
Earlier that P.J. Walker's going to need some plays out of his receivers. Well, you see, it helps when the defender falls down, Diamondor Lenore.
But watch London at the top of the route, how he just loses right there at the end. Carlton Davis, really.
Watch this route by Brown on the young rookie. Bye. And then Jalen Hurts goes out and finds him.
Look at this route by Waddle. He's going to push it inside and then just snap it off. Really a nice route.
Whole defensive scheme. Look, it's inside leverage. It's two-man. The whole premise of the defense
is being put on these corners. Juju Brents just he's confused. Like, where is he going? Stops. That's a great. So you just have Noah Brown hold a corner by not running a route and let Nico Collins work.
Watch this they call it a rocker step. Watch him lean onto that right foot. That is elite route.
And he's going to go up on Brisker in the back of the end zone. Watch his little head nod to the inside. And they talked about how excited they were. Kevin O'Connell really loved what he saw from Jordan Addison.
So many weapons. We talked about him. Deebo Samuel came into camp in great shape. Brandon Ayuk looking to build off of his career year last year. Look at how Ocean tried to make this a field goal game.
Jalen Tolbert's first NFL touchdown.
And their ability to run the football. Look at that route. That's a master class in route running by Amari Cooper.
Watch this route. Wow, that's big time there. You see him one-on-one with Terrell Smith, number 32. And
players will not stay with this long enough. He goes hard enough. Look at the commitment he forces Devin Smith to commit to. Going inside, you've got to honor that because you think he...
Oh, look at the move at the top of the route. Bam, bam. Hit Jack Jones.
Judy with a great route there. It looks like a little out and up against Valentine.
How he just turns around. Is that Fulton? Look at how he turns him around at the top of the route. You've got to expect.
Tended to around midfield by the Eagles medical staff. They got to hope he's all right. It's what we talked about earlier, the time in the pocket that the offensive line affords, the ability of C.J. Stroud to keep. Well, that's a welcome sight. Watch this little whip route.
I mean, that is unbelievable footwork, one-on-one in the slot.
Watch this route, Jim. I'm going on. Oh, that made me.
Like a million other routes, in, out, and then he goes up. He must have put on about 3 or 4 moves here and completely spun around Mike Hilton.
Sluggo, he's going to go slow off the line, quick inside, and then run the Sluggo behind him. Watch. Whoop! Oh my. Shout out Chris Berman. Holy smoke.
Picking up in the pocket and buying just a little bit of extra time out there for CD. And they desperately need. You saw Fred going against Levi Wallace. He's going to go get right between he and the quarterback, and there's nothing.
I want you to watch. He's going to go. James has outside because he has help inside, and he still beats that leverage, and then he still beats him back to the leverage the other way.
The Shanahan family they were born to call plays. Little semi-roll away from that. Aaron Rodgers wanted Lazard on the team. Watch the creativity of this route. That had a bunch of wiggles to it, and he flips around, he fights for the...
We're talking forensic files. Oh, body bag, coach. Yikes. Dropped him, got vertical, didn't.
Anytime you throw this back shoulder like this, he's going to sell the fade and then come back. Ball's already in the air. And that's just, you got to put it to a spot and have your receiver work back to it. And we know Jamar Chase can do that.